A report by Reuters citing an Indian government source suggesting New Delhi has asked the International Monetary Fund to review loans disbursed to Islamabad. That move the latest amid escalating tensions between the two nations sparked by last month's terrorist attack in Indian-administered Kashmir that killed 26 people. Reports say New Delhi is expected to advocate for Pakistan's re-entry into the so-called Financial Action Task Force grey list. This will mean there will be more scrutiny on Islamabad's monetary dealings, potentially hindering foreign inflows. India also raising concerns over the IMF's $7 billion aid package to Pakistan, alleging misuse for terror-related activities. It has already enacted a slew of punitive actions, including the suspension of a decades-old Indus Waters Treaty. Pakistani government sources say Islamabad is planning to present its case to international bodies in the coming days, arguing that New Delhi has no authority to unilaterally put the water-sharing agreement on hold. Pakistan also meeting UN representatives later today. This is widely expected to focus on the country's current tensions with India. And more, we have Hira Mustafa in the Pakistani capital. Hira, India requesting that the IMF enforce financial actions against Pakistan. On what grounds might India be suggesting this?
Well, yes, this is what we are hearing, that India is requesting International Monetary Fund to take financial actions against Pakistan's ongoing $7 billion loan program. But there hasn't been any official comment from the Pakistani government so far. What we are hearing from the finance minister and the officials from the finance ministry is that Pakistan is optimistic in securing another installment of the ongoing loan program that is $7 billion. And Pakistan's economy is heavily reliant on IMF loans, given the fact that Pakistan's economy is not doing fine from past couple of years, and the officials in Pakistan are optimistic about securing this another installment of this ongoing program. And this statement comes at a time when the International Monetary Fund delegation is due to visit Islamabad next week. Experts here in the capital are telling us that India unilaterally cannot block the ongoing loan program of Pakistan. Reason being that the executive board of the International Monetary Fund takes the decision with the majority, and in the past also there is no such example that because of the bilateral rift between the two countries, any country is blocked to have an access to the loan programs. So the chances are unlikely, but in the worst case scenario, they say that if they garner the support of the Western countries and the European countries, then this could be a problem for Pakistan.
Well, here, Pakistani reliance on loans from the IMF, as you mentioned, that's a heavy dependence. But even a more visceral dependence is the reliance on water. So the Indus Water Treaty, the suspension on New Delhi side, that would be a very big blow to Pakistan. It's presenting this case to international bodies. How are they building their argument for not letting India unilaterally pull out of the Indus Water Treaty?
Well, when we talk about Indus Water Treaty, which is a major water sharing agreement between Pakistan and India, we have seen some strong reactions coming from the Pakistani officials and the political parties right after when India announced the suspension of this Indus Water Treaty. And in this regard, there is a lot of anger in Islamabad, given the fact that Pakistan's agriculture, 80 to 90% depends on the waters that are coming from New Delhi. So they are stating that these waters are lifeline for the population of 240 million people. So therefore, a meeting was held earlier in a day in which the officials from the Law Ministry, Foreign Affairs and water regulatory authorities were finalizing the legal framework, analyzing all the legal options available. And government sources indicate that in the coming days, Islamabad will be formally issuing a notice to New Delhi explaining that why on the first place, it unilaterally suspended the Indus Water Treaty, and in the next couple of hours, as you already mentioned, that Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations will be holding an important briefing in which he will be talking about the escalating tensions between the two nuclear-armed neighbors and also this Indus Water Treaty.
Thanks to Hira Mustafa reporting live to us there from Islamabad.